The scene opens with Pugsley in the hideaway shed feeding Slurp. Since his last attack, Slurp seems to have regained some brain function, is rejuvenating, and has even developed a taste for human flesh. Things escalate quickly when Slurp lunges at Pugsley's friend, who is understandably wary of the zombie. We then cut to Wednesday, who sneaks into Galpin's funeral, hoping the killer might make an appearance. There, she meets Dr. Rachel Fairburn and shares her theory that the murderer is an avian, someone with the power to control birds. Dr. Fairburn assures her that no such patient is admitted to the psychiatric hospital. Meanwhile, the detective warns Wednesday to steer clear of the string of mysterious deaths, hinting she might be walking into a trap. As their conversation ends, a blind-eyed crow watches from a distance before flying off into the shadows. Welcome to Sandy's Timeline. Today we're breaking down Wednesday Season 2, Episode 3. Don't forget to subscribe. At the Apple Hollow Hotel, Bianca approaches the receptionist and uses her siren voice to request a key to room 302. She then commands the receptionist to forget she was ever there and to ensure the guest inside remains undisturbed. The guest turns out to be Bianca's mother, who is hiding from the FBI after they raided a cult compound led by Gideon, a man who married her to exploit her siren powers to recruit followers and embezzle money. After hitting a dead end, and with her mother refusing to hand over the hidden goodie spellbook, Wednesday turns to Agnes for help. Agnes enlists Jessica, a shapeshifter and devoted Wednesday fan, to impersonate Galpin and unlock his phone. From this, they discover the Bullpen, a hunting cabin in Pinecrest that serves as a secret rendezvous spot. This revelation prompts Wednesday to join Nevermore's first ever camping trip to Camp Jericho, conveniently located nearby, giving her the perfect cover to investigate. Upon arriving at the campground, Wednesday is surprised to see her parents have joined as chaperones. Pugsley brings Slurp along, not wanting to leave the zombie unattended, and sets up fireworks to keep him distracted and prevent him from sneaking off. As the Nevermore students settle in, they quickly learn the site was double-booked with a group of Phoenix cadets. To resolve the conflict, Wednesday proposes a competition. Whichever group wins gets to claim the campground. The rules are set. Each team will consist of 10 members, split into defenders and attackers. The defenders will guard their team Zephyr, keeping it hostage, while the attackers attempt to recapture it by any means necessary. Once a team successfully reclaims their Zephyr, they must fire a flare to signal victory and begin a high-stakes race across Ciderback Falls, back through the campsite, and up to the lookout tower. The first team to place their Zephyr on the tripod at the top wins, and they're given 5 minutes to choose their teammates. After a 5-minute countdown, the competition begins, and both teams scatter to take their positions. Armed with military-style gear, the cadets set their sights on their first target, Ajax, the Gorgon with snake hair. A well-aimed shot knocks off his beanie, releasing his snakes and accidentally petrifying a teammate. The chaos gives the cadets just enough of a distraction to blindfold him with a sack, secure his team Zephyr, and fire their flare, claiming an early victory. We then shift to Wednesday's team. She signals Thing to summon the hounds, but they're quickly neutralized by a blast of tear gas, leaving her team temporarily disoriented. Thinking fast, Wednesday calls in Eugene, who unleashes a swarm of bees to overwhelm the cadet defenders. With the way cleared, Wednesday grabs their Zephyr and Bianca fires the flare, evening the score. The final stage is a high-stakes race back to the campsite. The cadets gain an early lead, but Wednesday has one last trick up her sleeve. She fires an arrow into the lookout tower, uses it to swing across, and knocks a cadet down just in time. She plants the Zephyr on the tripod at the top, securing victory for Nevermore and claiming the Jericho campsite for her school. Later, Wednesday ventures into the forest, determined to find the Bullpen cabin. After navigating through the dense woods, she discovers the secluded cabin and manages to break in. Inside, she finds a hidden investigative board covered with years of newspaper clippings and obituaries of dead outcasts, all of whom were admitted to the psychiatric hospital. Every lead points to one name, Lois. Wednesday tries to use her psychic powers to gain more insight but fails to receive a vision. Outside, as always, the blind-eyed crow continues to stalk her from the trees. Back at the campsite, Wednesday challenges Morticia to a blind duel, wagering that if she wins, she gets Goody's spellbook, but if Morticia wins, she can burn it. The two face off, and Morticia ultimately defeats her daughter, leaving Wednesday empty-handed. Meanwhile, tensions boil over as the Phoenix cadets, bitter about losing the competition, attempt to raid the campsite. In their chaos, they accidentally release Slurp, who brutally kills their scoutmaster. Now free, Slurp begins prowling the campground, hunting for his next victim. He eventually corners Wednesday's father in a restroom, but Pugsley arrives just in time to shock the zombie and drive him outside. The creature goes on a rampage, chasing campers before making his way through the woods toward Wednesday and Morticia. Wednesday manages to immobilize him just in time, saving her mother's life. Slurp is ultimately restrained and transferred to Willow Hill, where Laurel Gates has also recently been admitted as a patient, setting the stage for future trouble. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next recap. Drop your theories in the comments. Who do you think Lois really is, and what's Laurel Gates planning at Willow Hill? Thanks for watching Sandy's Timeline, and I'll see you in the next episode recap.